One more time. Here we go. All right, my friends. Well, here we go. Okay. Now. All right, now here it is. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Well, because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, now, here we go. Once again, my friends. Obama makes Iran nuke deal. Is Obama making history, or is Iran making doomsday? And is Iran laughing all the way to the bank on this deal? Is Obama really looking out for America and our national security? It does not look like it. We will go over the details of this horrible deal. And Trump takes the lead in GOP polls in the race to the White House. It appears that Trump was right on immigration, on illegal immigration, but he is now making other statements and attacking other fellow Republicans, such as John McCain. We will tell you about that. And why does Obama speak out on race, but he is awfully silent when it comes to illegal immigration? We will talk about that. And so, my friends, we will also discuss all of this with you, the viewers, when we take it to the phones. On tonight, the 20th of July, I am your humble host, William Mitro. Okay, my friends, welcome. Okay, so we are talking about this now in political senses, that what is going on. Okay, now now what is going on here? Now, we just had last week we had a tremendous deal go down. All right, and this, my friends, is quite shocking to note that Obama is trying to make history with all of this and everything that is going on with this nuke deal. So Obama makes history with this Iran deal. All right, and so as things are coming into play here, all right, as things come into play here, we now see how Obama's thinking is really not keeping us safe. Okay, so I want to stress this, because our president just is not looking out for the good of the country. Okay, so Obama makes Iran nuke deal. Let me show you the paper, the USA Today, what the headline read. Okay, nuke deal paves way for new era. Now, is this the right era, though? By the way, okay. So let me go into this this nuke deal, okay, this new nuke deal, all right, that is going on here, all right, because I want to go over the details, and I want to make clear of what Obama's thinking is, okay, because over the years, you know, this president has been totally disastrous for our security, for our economic well-being, and for our health, nonetheless. But now, to top it off with this nuke deal, it's just insane. Take a look at what the president said. Take a look at what the president said upon making this nuke deal. All right.
Because America negotiated from a position of strength and principle, we have stopped the spread of nuclear weapons in this region.
Not true. Not true. What the president has done has built up and started a nuclear arms race. Okay. He hasn't prevented the spread of nuclear weapons. Okay? In fact, this reminds me of when Clinton was president and they tried to negotiate a nuke deal with North Korea. You know, and this deal is awfully similar. Okay? Because they used former President Jimmy Carter to negotiate a nuke deal with North Korea. Okay, and then what the Clinton administration did was they gathered up a bunch of stuff that they nuclear centrifuges and whatnot, and it just became ridiculous. Okay, they gathered up all this stuff that they were gonna tally for this nuke deal to supposedly get North Korea to not pursue nuclear weapons, right? Okay, but then, they used Jimmy Carter to negotiate the deal, right? Which was a mistake, because 10 years later, in 2002, we found out that North Korea had nukes. So all of the talking and negotiation that went on during the Clinton administration for North Korea to not pursue its nuclear ambitions did not work. All right, which brings me to what Obama said on this Iranian nuke deal.
This deal offers an opportunity to move in a new direction.
In a new direction. I'd love to know what that new direction is. All right. Think about this. Okay? No. Okay. Now, think about this. Think about this. Okay? When the two things that the Iranians, think about this. Okay, while we were negotiating this nuke deal, okay,
was vowing
the Iranian people were so happy and overjoyed that you remember that this is what they were chanting.
Chanting death.
Okay.
Listen.
Yeah. So let this coming from Iran, okay? Now, let's go over to the specifics of this deal, okay? Meantime, we say thanks, Obama, okay? Because Iran is laughing all the way to the bank on this deal, okay? And it's not good for Israel. Okay, not good news for Israel. In fact, here's what the Prime Minister of Israel said about the deal. All right, okay. Here's what the Prime Minister of Israel said about the deal.
By not dismantling Iran's nuclear program, in a decade, this deal will give an unreformed, unrepentant, and far richer terrorist regime the capacity to produce many nuclear bombs, in fact an entire nuclear arsenal, with the means to deliver it. What a stunning, historic mistake.
A stunning, historic mistake. That's what it is, my friends. Okay, so we have a president, okay, President Obama, President of the United States of America, who has a foreign policy of negotiating with our enemies, okay, talking to our enemies, okay. He has negotiated with the Taliban. He has negotiated with other terrorist organizations, okay, and other terrorist networks, okay. Let's not forget the Bo Bergdahl negotiation, where Bo Bergdahl deserted his platoon, and for several years he was in the Taliban's custody, and nonetheless, and then they traded Bergdahl for 5 top Taliban commanders, okay, which, by the way, are now going back to the battlefield and plotting to kill Americans and plotting to strike the U.S. You know, this all comes as quite the shock. Obama is on his last 2 years of his presidency, and he goes out there, negotiates this deal with Iran, which we are going to get into the details here of this nuclear deal here. All right. Now, is Obama actually making? Does Obama think that he's making history with this, or is this Iran's doomsday? Okay, so let's go over the details of this shoddy deal here. All right, this horrible deal here. All right, so here's the deal. Okay, this is what the general terms are of the agreement. Iran has agreed to limit its nuclear program and submit most parts of it to a new inspections regime in exchange for relief of all economic sanctions. Okay, you know. So we're gonna lift the sanctions if and this is a big if Iran agrees to cancel or limit its nuclear ambitions, right? Or give parts of it away to, like, maybe Russia or something like that. You know, it's just ridiculous. It gives them a 10-year time span, a 10-year time frame. This is exactly the same time frame that the Clinton administration gave North Korea. Right? Okay. And so what's really going on here is we have a situation in which the president, okay, the president of Iran, or the president of the United States of America, yeah, is just okay. So that's number one. Iran has to agree to limit or eliminate its nuclear program, okay, in exchange for the U.S. lifting its sanctions on Iran, with you know, so if and they're giving them a 10-year time span for all of this, okay, you know, so the U.S. is going to lift their sanctions on Iran if and only if Iran agrees with us on their nuclear program and abides by the terms, right? Okay. Now, okay, this is what must this is what Iran must do in order for the sanctions to be lifted. Okay. Now this is number 2. This is the biggie here. Okay. Now, Iran must abide by the terms agreed to, including reducing its stockpile of low enriched uranium material that can be made into nuclear fuel for weapons by 98% for 15 years. Okay, actually, so strike that. I thought it was 10 years. It's actually 15 years that they're giving them. 15 years. Are you getting all of this? Okay, much can happen in 15 years. Okay, you can hide a lot in 15 years. Okay, now this is just totally ridiculous. Okay, you know, and so it's just so that's like so they must reduce it by 98% for 15 years, reducing the number of centrifuges it has that by 2/3. Okay, and moving the remaining centrifuges to a monitored storage site. Yeah. Compliance with these provisions would make Iran unable to produce enough nuclear material for a weapon for at least 10 years. No, actually, yeah, so it is 10 years that they're giving them, not 15, 10 years. Okay, so, but much can happen in 10 years. Okay, much can happen in 10 years. Okay. Now, this is a big deal, though. Okay, this is a huge. Why is this a big deal? Okay, many Western countries believe that unimpeded stockpiles. So this, my friends, takes us to another area here. It's just we can't even imagine the furor here. Okay, and so what we have here is we have a president that seems to be helping our enemies as opposed to helping our allies. Okay, and so this is a historic mistake, as the president of Israel has said. Okay, and so now we get into some more of what Obama has said about this deal, and what other officials and what other people have said about this deal. Okay, weighing in here.
This deal demonstrates that American diplomacy can bring about real and meaningful change. Change that makes our country and the world safer and more secure.
The arms embargo continues for 5 years. The missile continues for 8 years. And we had 3 of the countries of the 7 negotiating who wanted no embargo at all. So we actually won a victory.
This is an important step in putting the lid on Iran's nuclear program.
For a start, I applaud the President, Secretary Kerry, for their efforts in a very crazy and dangerous world to create an agreement with Iran which prevents Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon.
This is just ridiculous. Okay, this is just ridiculous. All right, we're not. This coming from a country that is the #1 state sponsor of terrorism. All right, okay, and so do you really believe that this is going to be the actual deal that that tells Iran that or where Iran's gonna say, okay, yeah, that's it. We're gonna give up all of our nuclear ambitions. Yeah, we're just gonna keel over. Yeah, we're just gonna keel over to the United States when we've been chanting "Death to America" all throughout this deal, right? Okay. Oh, Iran has been chanting "Death to America," down with America, and sponsoring terrorist networks that want to kill Americans. Right? They've sponsored the Taliban. They've sponsored Al Qaeda. They have sponsored ISIS. And this nuke deal does not prevent Iran from getting nuclear weapons. We're just basically giving them more leeway. In fact, so there's an agreement what happens next, okay? At the UN, the US, Britain, Germany, France, China, and Russia will work on a resolution that endorses the agreement, which by the way they did that today. Okay? They did that today. Okay? The UN just basically endorsed this agreement. And it's just ridiculous. Now it's also up to Congress to vote the deal down. Okay, now. Okay. Because you remember Congress also has to have a say in this. All right? Which there was all the fuss over all of that. Okay? Which did go down in the Senate here. In the House and the Senate. Okay? So also on this note, they also had on this deal, the one of the spokesmen, the Deputy National Security Advisor, this is what he said under this deal. Okay. This is what he said. This is what he said on this deal. Okay. Okay, so take a look at this. Okay, this is what he said under this deal. Under this deal, you will have anywhere, anytime, 24/7 access for as it relates to the nuclear facilities that Iran has. Now he's talking about the nuclear inspections. Okay, so Iran is going to have to at least have to get Iran is going to need based on what he said about this, that they 24/7 access. No, it's not 24/7 access. They actually gave Iran in this deal, it's 24 days notice. 24 days notice. Okay. Iran gave the US 24 days notice. Okay, 24 days notice. That's like a month. Okay? You can hide a lot in a month. Okay? And the facilities that they're gonna inspect it's actually up to Iran. Iran chooses the facilities. All right, so they can hide a lot in 24 days. All right, in 24 days they can hide a lot. This is a bad deal. This is not a good deal. Whoever gets the nomination and wins the presidency can shut down this deal. Okay, and lift and put sanctions back in. All right, but here's what a White House spokesman said. Here's what Josh Earnest said about the deal.
24/7 continued monitoring of Iran's declared nuclear facilities. That's what was promised. That's exactly what was delivered in this final agreement.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't true at all. Okay, it's actually 24 days, not 24 hours. Okay, 24-hour access. No, it's not 24-hour access. They gave them the Iranians said they wanted 24 days. 24 days notice. So you're giving them 24 days for all of this to come into play here. All right, and so 24 days. You can hide a lot. Iran can hide a lot in 24 days. 24 days just doesn't cut it. Okay, and so as the following comes into play here. Okay, it just seems ridiculous that we would have something like this come into play here. Okay, we're getting duped. We're getting duped by Iran. We really are. We're getting duped by Iran. All right. Iran is laughing all the way to the bank on this deal. Laughing all the way to the bank on this deal. Okay. And there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This cannot be a good deal. This cannot be a good deal at all. Okay, so this my friends has the potential. Okay, this my friends has the potential now that we see what all is coming into play here. All right, but now we want to get into something else now before I get to the other phone lines here. All right, now, but let's get into why Trump was right on illegal immigration. Okay, but guess what? Trump appears to be leading in the polls. You see this? Okay, Trump has moved up amidst all of the controversy over what he said about the illegal immigration. It appears now that he was right, and as a result, he's actually leading the GOP field in this. This is a USA Today poll, okay, and it has Donald Trump up 17% above Jeb Bush, and then Scott Walker is in third place, and then Ted Cruz, and then Marco Rubio and Ben Carson in there, so it's like, so Trump is actually leading in the polls. He's actually doing something right. He's creating controversy here, but he's also hitting the hard topics. He's actually getting into the right topics, and this will make for some very good debates, because as Trump has said, he's quite vindicated in his remarks and stuff, but something.
And the country of Mexico is sending a lot of bad people over here. They're sending people that maybe should be in their jails. A lot of great people are here. But you're having illegals come in. They're causing tremendous problems, tremendous amounts of crime. And I've been bringing it out. I respect Mexico. If they can get away with it, I think it's great. Their leaders are smarter than our leaders. They're sharper. They're more cunning than our leaders. And frankly, if Mexico can get away with it, my hat's off to them. But the fact is that I've made a point. The point has now been accepted. It was very hot a week ago. Now everybody's saying Trump is right.
Yeah, you see that? But now everybody's saying, yeah, Trump is right. I said that last week. Trump is right. On all of this. But it just appears to me that now now that Trump is leading, you know, I mean, but obviously he's creating a stir, and it's creating fata for his opponents. It's creating fodder for his opponents and things. But on the other hand, he's actually made the good points, and he's actually done something to the extent of he has a point, and he's made it well. Okay, and so with all of this coming into play here, okay, we do see that with it's time to think about our future here. Okay, but Trump has an angle on something. Trump has an angle. Okay, Trump has an angle on something. Okay, and but I also want to get into something that Trump has said recently. Recently Trump has been attacking his opponents, his fellow Republicans that are running for president, but also he said something very disturbing about John McCain. Okay, now, but first I want to show you. This. I want to show you this Washington Post poll. Okay, which has
13.
Okay, which has Bush, or which has Trump ahead. Okay, which has Trump ahead in 24%. Okay, this is ABC News Washington Post poll. All right, and Trump is ahead 24%, with Walker 13%, pushing Jeb Bush to third place with 12%. You see, and so as Trump rises, there is a question of whether or not he can take this all the way, because I mentioned that we are going to have the first debate in August, okay, with the Republicans, okay, and from what I have heard, they are just taking the top 10, but Trump, Trump is, according to these polls, he's ultimately proving himself to be a force to be reckoned with. But he has recently taken heat for things that he said about John McCain. Now, take a listen to this.
Saying that John McCain has done a horrible job. The VA is a scandalous, corrupt organization. It's a disgrace the way it's being run, and the veterans of this country are suffering.
Donald.
Mm-hmm. But now, so he took a shot at John McCain. John McCain is a war hero. Okay, now, but take a look when he went on a talk show. Take a look at this. Okay.
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. Do you agree with that? He's a war hero because he was captured, okay? You can have, and I believe perhaps he's a war hero.
Now, there are lots of people now that, and Senator John McCain fought back and pushed back, okay, on this.
Trump's in.
Okay.
Donald Trump owe you an apology?
No, I don't think so, but I think he may owe an apology to the families of those who have sacrificed in conflict and those who have undergone the prison experience in serving their country.
Trump's right. Now, you know, even Trump's rivals now say, even Trump's rivals on the campaign trail are defending John McCain, which rightfully so. They should defend John McCain.
People say that John McCain's not an American hero. I say John McCain and everybody like him is an American hero.
And Mr. Trump apologizes directly to John McCain and also to the veterans of this country. I don't think he has the character or the temperament to hold the highest position in this country.
It's not just absurd, it's offensive, it's ridiculous, and I do think it is a disqualifier as Commander-in-Chief.
Even the White...
Yeah, and also, as noted from the news reports, even the White House weighed in on this little thing here.
There's no denying that Senator McCain's service to the country is extraordinary and qualifies him as a hero.
Now, if Trump expects to go all the way on this, now, it's just, I think that Trump's comments now, okay, Trump's comments have taken him on a course for kind of it's a I mean, but you know, it's like, you know, he just it just I think he needs to go back and apologize. Okay, he needs to go back and apologize to Senator John McCain, because Senator John McCain served his country with respect and honor and dignity, and you know, and but it is showing that, though, that Trump is not backing down, you know, on a lot of the things that he has taken positions on. Okay, he's not backing down. He is showing that he's persistent, he's consistent, and it's actually showing in the polls. Okay, in a Monmouth University poll of likely Iowa GOP caucus goers, okay, they actually have Trump ahead again.
You're in the
Okay, you see this right here? They actually have Trump ahead. Well, actually, he's in second, and they have Walker. Okay, see the question in that poll. Okay, is the question in that poll is actually who would you choose for president? Okay, and on this note here, okay, the question that they asked in this poll, this is a poll in Iowa, okay, that okay, and the question was, who's your choice? Yeah, your choice for president. They have Walker 22%, Trump is second, Ben Carson is third, Jeb Bush is fourth, and followed by Cruz and Huckabee. So you can see now that Trump, even though Trump has led the way in somewhat controversial statements, and he is showing that he is definitely a force to be reckoned with, you know, in here, you know. So, you know, but Trump was right on immigration, but wrong on McCain. I say. Okay, which brings me to another topic, another topic of interest. Actually, a question that we need to ask. Okay, now while Trump was right on illegal immigration and that recent case where that illegal alien came across the border and was deported 5 times and had 7 other felonies, okay, and killed a woman, Kate Steinle. He now is in a position where we are now at this moment here that the president has come out and spoken out on cases of race, right? Where he has spoken out against racism and stuff. But when someone got killed by an illegal immigrant, by a Mexican, okay, you don't hear anything from the president. Now, why is that? Why is there utter silence from the president when someone is killed by an illegal alien, but he comes out and speaks about race when like Trayvon Martin was killed, when all the others were killed, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, he comes out, and Freddie Gray, he speaks out on all of those, Ferguson, he came out and spoke on all of that. But it's odd. It's very odd that when Kate Steinle got killed by an illegal immigrant, an illegal alien, who came here a total of 6 times. He was deported 5 times and came back 6 times. Okay, he had 7 other felony offenses, criminal charges. And this guy got away with murder. Well, actually, he has to stand trial now. All right, but it's absolutely inexcusable. We don't hear anything from this president, and now there's a push for all state legislatures and in Congress to pass Kate's Law that would solve this problem. All right, and so with that in mind, my friends, I do want to get into something that one of the Democrat, with that in mind, okay, that brings me to another issue here. All right, now why is it that the left is all of a sudden into why is it that the left is all into I'm gonna put up the phone bar here, okay, because I do want your thoughts on all of this. But why is it that the left now is heated about race, and when someone gets killed, some black kid gets killed, by a white person or some other race, but they, and they go around saying Black Lives Matter, right? Well, I have been saying that every life matters, but at a forum now, at a forum now. One of the Democrat candidates, Martin O'Malley, former governor of Maryland, made the mistake of saying all lives matter when he was on a talk show. All right, now, and I want to show you this clip too. All right, I want to show you this because this is very, very important. Okay, but you know, and he got booed for saying this. All right, he got booed for saying this. Okay, I want to show you this. Okay, this is very critical. Okay, so here's former Governor Martin O'Malley. Okay, Democrat candidate for president, and he goes on a TV show, and he gets booed for saying all lives matter. Okay, I'm gonna show you this clip here. Okay, now, in fact, okay, so I'm gonna show you this. Okay, former Governor Martin O'Malley. Okay, on a TV show. Take a look. Okay, well, hold up a second. Okay, here goes. Right. Yeah, do we have that clip? Okay, yeah. Okay, here it is. All right, Martin O'Malley. Here it is. Run the clip. Okay, here it is. Take a look.
Every life matters, and that is why this issue is so important. Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter.
So, yeah, see, he got booed for that. So, he gets booed for that, you know, and with all of that, you know, with all of this, you know, it seems, you know, and I want to show you the clip again, okay, because he goes on that program, okay, and this was the same program that Trump was on, okay, but
at a
okay, and this was a liberal
weekend
forum here. Take a look.
Marched in.
All right, take a look here.
Former Maryland Governor Martin.
Yep, Martin O'Malley. He comes.
A racial justice agenda that will dismantle, not reform, okay, not make progress, but that will begin to dismantle structural racism in the United States.
Then later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Share with you, you know, I'm trying to respond to the call of your question as best I can.
When the crowd.
Yep. You see.
To respond.
Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter.
O'Malley.
You know, and so, wow, you know, and so, but then, you know, after the show, he ended up dubbing down on his remark and apologizing for it. It's ridiculous. Take a listen.
That was a mistake on my part, and I meant no disrespect, and I did not mean to be insensitive in any way.
It shows the level.
No. See, so, but this is ridiculous. All lives matter, okay? So why is the left, you know, I have always said that there is a problem with the Black Lives Matter crowd, okay? You know, and there's a problem within the black community, okay, when blacks are killing more black people, you know, and stuff. But, you know, on that same program, they gave Bernie Sanders, they gave Bernie Sanders a tough time too. Okay, they gave Bernie Sanders a tough time too.
Interrupted him.
Okay, he got interrupted.
Black lives, of course, matter. And I spent 50 years of my life fighting for civil rights and for dignity. But if you don't want me to be here, that's okay.
No, sir, we want you to, be here and address that and all the other questions.
I don't want.
Okay, yeah, same. Now, but you see, I've always said that there is a problem with the Black Lives Matter. It's the false narrative. Okay, so They literally booed Democrat candidates. Okay, they literally booed Democrat candidates here. Okay, on that show for saying that all lives matter. All right, and you know this goes along with what the left has been saying all along. They don't really care. They don't really care for life, really. Okay, so when someone says all lives matter, they get offended, they get upset, you know. And this is apparently all lives don't matter to the left, okay? Because this is why they favor abortion. All right, you know, why is it that they say all lives, they say Black Lives Matter, but they don't like it when somebody says all lives matter. And why are they so adamantly for abortions? Which, by the way, Planned Parenthood got caught selling baby body parts. You know, it's just nasty. Okay, so the left doesn't believe that all lives matter. Okay, they're only focused on one false narrative. You know, that the left has been buying into. Okay, and so this makes it all. You know, they don't respect the military. They don't like it when people say all lives matter, you know, which all lives do matter. Okay? You know, so I go on the offensive. Okay? I'm on offense here. Okay? I am in defense for all life. I am pro-life. Okay? And this will bring me to my last words for the night, my friends. Okay? I am a pro-life Republican. I am a conservative Republican. And I am a fiscally sound, responsible Republican. All right? And I am for building up our national security. I am for supporting high economic growth and prosperity policies. All right. And so I support a strong national security and a strong national defense. Okay? And I also support Kate's Law. Okay? We need to pass Kate's Law. Every state needs Kate's Law. Okay? We need to fix our problem at the borders, and we need a stronger, safer America. All right? Vote Republican. And that is the last words for the night, my friends. We thank you for watching Political Points, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMitro2 and catch us on YouTube. Once again, thank you for watching Political Points, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.